WCBI News at 10 starts now.
We begin with breaking news out of Columbus tonight. Thank you for joining us. I'm Selena Schaefer. Columbus police are investigating a case of suspected larceny from the AutoZone on Highway 45. A man entered the store, asked to use the phone to call someone for a ride. After the man left, employees realized there was money missing from a cash register. The employees made contact with the person who picked the man up. The suspect was located at the Motel 6 on 45. Police are questioning him. It's unknown if he has been arrested. Well, here in Mississippi, a tornado watch has just recently expired. Let's go straight to Chief Meteorologist Keith Gibson for a look at what we can expect as we move into the nighttime hours.
Well, that's right, Selena. We have had that tornado watch in play all day long. It has now recently expired. We've had some tropical showers around the area today. Look at that tropical shower east of Pontotoc this evening. That showed a little sign of rotation, but it really couldn't get it to act together. And right now, nothing too foreboding out there right now. Just some isolated showers, some gusty wind potential in some of this, but that's just about it. We have some heavier rain back to the southwest in Louisiana. That's with the remnants of that circulation of Cindy. That will move in here late tonight and tomorrow. So right now I think we're going to do okay. Some passing showers, lows into the mid-70s. It's still a bit breezy out there, warm and muggy tonight. Now tomorrow some additional rain possible. Some of these storms could be on the hefty side, heavy rain, maybe some severe weather too. Can't rule out one of those spin-up tornadoes on Friday. We'll have more on that in just a few minutes.
Columbus school leaders present the district's budget for city residents at a special meeting tonight. The school board explained how the money is being spent, as well as the cuts that had to be made to balance the budget. Some of those cuts include school programs and teachers, and Superintendent Phil Hickman says even with federal and state cuts, overall he's satisfied with this year's budget.
I think that we looked at some of the interventions that we did, that we really were true and honest of combing the budget and working through and making sure that we're not affecting things that directly impact our students from a instructional standpoint. And we worked on things that were kind of further away. We did some cuts at the central office and some cuts of items and programs as opposed to the personnel that directly affect students.
The district also had to reduce its nursing staff for the upcoming school year. They're working with the Air Force Base and hospital to help find available nurses to volunteer their services for students this upcoming year. The city of Smithville bids farewell to two city leaders who served the town for nearly 3 decades. Former Smithville Mayor Greg Kennedy and former Alderman Jimmy Dabbs both received plaques today as residents thank them for their years of service. Kennedy has served the town for 28 years, the last 16 as mayor. Dabbs served as an alderman for 24 years. Both men say it has been a blessing to serve their town.
It's bittersweet. I've served a long time in this town, and that time has come to an end, but, you know, I look back, the situations that I've been in and the situations that are still to come, and in my life personally, I believe that the Lord has got a different plan for me, and I'm waiting to see what that light is.
You might get a call about a dog or a cat, or, you know, my water's dirty or something like that. You know, I don't have to worry about that anymore, but if they need me, I'll be there, and just, you know, just different things. And it's, you know, like I say, it's just bittersweet. You know, I mean, accomplishments, I'm proud of what I've done for this town, and I'm going to continue to do for this town. And who knows, in 4 years, I may be back.
Kennedy and Dabbs both say they're still available to help residents and city leaders. Well, if you live out in the country and you have internet service, you know sometimes your service can be slow and other times it can be non-existent. In Oktibbeha County, the Board of Supervisors wants to connect homeowners and technology, and they're looking to the Public Service Commission for help. Parker King has more.
The internet service in the rural communities of Oktibbeha County doesn't seem to be keeping up with the times.
If you have a storm or any hindrance to the service, it does not allow you to work, and so we're wanting something that's faster and full speed.
Northern District Public Service Commissioner Brandon Presley puts it like this.
Rural Mississippi is suffering without high-speed internet service. It's the electricity of the 21st century, and to say that people don't need it is like to say when electricity came through, well, why do you need electricity? You got candles.
For Miller's district, that's at least 466 homes. Reaching residents in other parts of the county could increase service to thousands of homeowners.
There's over 10,000 homes outside the city limits, and we're definitely looking for any opportunity to grow that service because consumers want that. We have the statistics, we have the maps, we have the consolidation of numbers, we have the areas of growth, and we're just wanting those providers to come in and seriously consider Oktibbeha County as an option.
Presley says high-speed internet is the baseline of modern society, and we as a state need to keep up.
The digital economy is not getting slower, it's getting faster. So bringing internet service to the rural parts of Mississippi, it's not just about Facebook, it's about education, it's about economic development. It's about making sure that rural children on the dirt and dusty roads of our state have the same opportunity as children living in our big cities. That's why it's a top priority for me.
This is by no means a done deal. The supervisors can ask for help, then it's up to the Public Service Commission to help work out a plan for connecting people and information.
Some damage over here near Birmingham, Alabama today. Several reported funnel clouds and tornadoes, so we were close to some very active weather. We really dodged a lot of that today, but we still may see some storms later tomorrow. Full forecast is next.
Your first alert weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Keith Gibson.
Great to see you on this Thursday evening. A live look in Columbus. Some low clouds here. It's a tropical night in Columbus and everywhere else. We've had some passing showers. Let's go to Tupelo right now. You can see the flags right there. Old Glory flapping on in that breeze. And it's been quite a windy day, relatively speaking, for this time of night and this time of year. With the tropical entity in the region, you can see we did squeeze out some moisture here west of Tupelo, some spots over an inch. And we also had a little bit of rotation that tried to get going, this little swath of rotation we are showing you here earlier this evening. That was from a storm, the one we showed you with that picture in first look, that produced some very heavy rainfall. Now, right now, we just have some lighter showers here. Moving on through, these will move in and out of your area pretty fast, so don't expect too much at this point from this activity, and that's certainly good news relative to what we could have had around our region today. Now, here's part of the story why we didn't see a lot of aggressive weather. We've actually had this dry slot in the mid-levels of the atmosphere. This is the water vapor imagery. You see that orange? That's dry air. Where you see the blues, that's very moist air. So that's what's been going on over here in Alabama, hence the storms. And also over here down in Texas, Louisiana, that's actually the remnant circulation of Cindy. So we've been in this dry slot, but that remnant circulation will move through tomorrow, along with that cold front too, tomorrow evening and tomorrow night. So those two features will squeeze out some additional rainfall. If you missed out on the rain today, we still have the potential later tonight, tomorrow morning, into tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night. Maybe another spin-up tornado opportunity too. We don't want to see that, but it's still possible. Here's tomorrow morning about 7 o'clock when you wake up. There could be some lighter showers around our eastern counties. A better bet for some heavier rain and storms across northwest Mississippi and eastern Arkansas. Now, that remnant circulation I just showed you will be moving on through by Friday afternoon, so some heavier rain pockets, some thunderstorms, again, maybe some severe weather, and then that circulation goes away, and then we'll have the front come on in. So some of those showers and storms may linger Friday evening and Friday night with the front. The front will continue moving south on Saturday. So yeah, we may see some lingering showers, maybe a thunder shower Saturday, but drier air should start to win out by Saturday afternoon and evening, and that will usher in some better weather as we close out the weekend and get into next week. Now, this model shows numbers all over the place as far as rainfall, a half inch, maybe a couple of inches, but just don't treat those as gospel here. We could still see some heavy rain, hence the flash flood watch for most of our area tomorrow and tomorrow night. Temperatures in the upper 70s and low 80s. Right now, it is warm out there for 10 o'clock, and still those southeasterly breezes kicking on through. Here's our 7-day forecast. You can see those rain chances for tomorrow with that circulation from Cindy. Rain chances decrease Saturday afternoon. Sunday's actually looking pretty good at this point, and all of next week, for the most part, not too shabby, with some drier air in place. Selena?
All right, a Chickasaw County native is beating the odds to make his baseball dreams come true. Tom has more later in sports. Welcome back. The best way to battle biting bugs is careful use of insect repellent, but many people, especially children, are sensitive to some of the chemicals. In tonight's Health Talk with Baptist, we look at some alternatives.
Besides using insect repellent containing DEET, what are some other ways to protect your child from insect bites? Picaridin can be used as an alternative and is available in concentrations of 5 and 10%, which can protect 3 to 8 hours. Permethrin can be applied to clothes but not skin. This chemical will last in clothing after washes. You may want to try repellent made from natural ingredients in place of a commercial product that contains man-made chemicals to protect your child against mosquitoes, biting flies, and ticks. Just be sure to read the label first to make sure that it is safe to use on children. Keep in mind that natural repellents generally don't last as long as chemical repellents. Some of them need to be reapplied every 20 minutes or so, while some last a couple hours. Here are some other ways to protect your child from insects. Dress your child in light-colored clothing that covers as much of the skin as possible to help protect him from insects that bite or sting. Avoid bright or dark colors or flowery prints. Don't use scented soaps or lotions, as fragrance attracts some bugs. Avoid insect hangouts such as stagnant water, flower gardens, and uncovered food. You might want to use mosquito netting over your child's infant seat, backpack, or stroller when you have him outdoors during the bug season. Perform a skin survey. Check your child's skin after playing outdoors at the end of the day. Join us next time for Health Talk with Baptist.
Mail your topic suggestions to healthtalk@wcbi.com. Health Talk has been brought to you by Baptist Memorial Hospital Golden Triangle.
Class 1A's highest scoring team is back and better than ever. Nanawoya is up next in our high school football tour, next in sports.
Sports with Tom Ebel.
There's a certain squad from Winston County that has the entire 1A football conference talking. This year's team out of Nanawoya has one goal in mind, bringing back the school's first gold ball. The Warriors are the fourth stop on our high school football tour.
WCBI 60 Schools in 60 Days is brought to you by Toyota, Let's Go Places, and Emerson Animal Hospital, where your pets are family in West Point.
The highest scoring team in all of Class 1A is back and possibly even better than ever. Nanawoya averaged a lethal 45 points per game during their 2016 campaign, and the Warriors won their third straight district championship. And with what's returning, there could be history on the horizon.
We've got a lot of good players coming back. We lost some good ones, but whenever you have some of those quality skill guys that we have coming back, I'm excited to see how they've progressed.
We got the two best players in the state, and we're working hard every day, and we're going to be good.
Oh yeah, I probably should have mentioned that Thunder and Lightning are back. Tomias Glass and Chris Smith combined for 2,700 yards rushing and 51 touchdowns a season ago. Nanawoya certainly has all the talent to be a force once again in 2017, but the Warriors, they will lean heavily on Thunder and Lightning.
Because he got the speed and I got the power.
Think about the storm coming. So when us two come, ain't no better to stop us, man. Yeah, Tomias, he up there blocking and running people over, and I'm coming in just outrunning people. Just been athletic.
The storm is indeed coming for the rest of 1A, but the Warriors have yet to break through and win the school's first football state championship. They hope that this year is their year, and they finish it off the right way.
Well, that's all that gets talked about around here is going to state. We don't talk about it. You know, when I hear my kids talk about it, I try to squash it pretty quick. I don't want them to get so caught up in the destination that they don't enjoy the journey.
I want to get to December, get us a state championship.
Are you guys talking about that a lot?
No, sir.
No, why is that?
Because you got to grind to get there.
All 3 years we come short in South State. I just want to get past that year, and I want to work better the whole team, because sometimes we get to lacking and we just give up a little bit, but this year it's not going to happen.
Nanawaya will begin the season on the road at Hatley before finishing up the month of August at home versus Union. With the Warriors on the high school football tour, Robbie Donahoe, WCBI Sports.
It's a wonderful time, folks, as the tour keeps rolling on. Noxapater coming up tomorrow. You can catch them tomorrow on WCBI Sunrise as well. Then we stay in 1A throughout the weekend. Thrasher and Hamilton coming up. And we start off your Monday with the Smithville Seminoles. Less than 10% of NCAA baseball players are drafted to the major leagues. To make it as a JUCO product, the odds are even less. Today, Holka native Tyreek Reed makes his dream come true. Reed officially signs to join the Texas Rangers organization. The Rangers drafted the ICC product in the 8th round of this year's MLB draft. Reed becomes the 19th ICC Indian to be drafted into the show and the 2nd highest pick in program history. The Mississippi State commit was sensational for ICC in his sophomore campaign, leading the country with a .504 batting average to go along with 15 homers and 57 RBIs.
It was very exciting. I never thought this day would come, to be honest, but it came. I just want to thank Coach Canizero at Mississippi State for giving me the opportunity to play there. And I just want to thank all my coaches up to now. They helped me through the way.
So big congrats to Tyreek. We look forward to following him throughout his professional career. That does it for sports. With the last of your forecast coming up after the break.
All right, here's the big picture. We have a couple of showers out there right now. Some heavy rain to our southeast in Alabama. That's not going to affect us, but we're watching out for that heavier rain in Arkansas and Louisiana. So that's going to spiral in here tomorrow. More heavy rain possible, more stronger storms possible too. And then as we get into the end of the weekend, rain chances go on down. And the sun comes on out.
Keith, that week looks terrific.
Great for all your sports and stuff like that.
I'm ready to get out with my dog and have a good time.
I feel like I haven't seen the sun in about a week either.
It will return.
Thank you, Keith. I appreciate
We
that.
thank you for that.
Oh, yes.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. Have a good night.